Now, live in studio, teaching you what the big banks, credit bureaus, and the mainstream media don't want you to know about your finances, your credit, and how to have a debt-free life so you can start living the life you've always wanted. You're listening to Your Credit Matters, heard daily on KPRZ at 6:30 p.m. and Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. Your host, author, speaker, and local credit expert, Rondi Lambeth. Now, here's Rondi.
Hello, and thank you for listening to Your Credit Matters. I'm your host, Rondi Lambeth, bringing to you each and every day what I think they don't want you to know. You know, today I'm always trying to get better. I want to be the best at what I do. I want to be able to help people easier, more effectively, and I want to be able to do it in a way that it doesn't consume every waking hour of my life, that I don't have to be on call 24/7, that I can actually live a life worth living. So in an attempt to make myself better, today I decided I would watch a little bit of news. I would listen to a little bit of radio. So as I sat here doing my normal work, I listened to some radio shows. I listened to Rush Limbaugh for 30 seconds, 45 seconds till I couldn't handle that anymore. Listened to Dave Ramsey for a good 35 to 40 minutes. You know, Dave is a great radio personality. I don't personally agree with most of what he has to say, or I shouldn't say most. I don't agree with what he has to say about credit. And that's about when I tuned out, when he started talking about you don't need a credit score. You can get rich without it. In fact, he got rich. He filed bankruptcy and then got rich. Yeah, that's what a lot of people do, Dave, is they file bankruptcy, eliminate all of their debt, which enables them to recover faster, enables them to invest and be a productive person in society. Bankruptcy is a great way to get ahead if you have to do it. But he was bad-mouthing people that want good credit, making fun of them, making funny voices. And it kind of just upset me, so I turned off that. And then I went on to a couple other shows, didn't like that. Went to Fox News, that just made me angry. So then I ended up with Kevin Turdue, good friend Kevin Turdue. If you haven't read any of Kevin Trudeau's books, I highly recommend Kevin's books. Absolutely amazing way to reshape your life, your finances, your health naturally without side effects. Then I decided I'd go on Facebook a little bit. And, there's a lot of stuff going on right now on Facebook, a lot of conspiracy theory stuff. I mean, the world that we know it right now is different. We avoided the fiscal cliff by raising the financial ceiling. That really didn't fix anything. I would like to know why Hollywood needed $248 million in taxpayers' money. Why is it that Hollywood needs taxpayers to give them money? They're already making hundreds of billions. I just saw that the new James Bond movie just passed $1 billion. Why does Hollywood need $248 million from me? Not from me, but from you and I. $71 billion set aside for President Obama's and the Republicans and the Democrats' little parties. Their own little favorite people. Obama loves Hollywood. Hollywood loves Obama. So what do they get? $248 million for free from you and I. Look at Al Gore. Al Gore made $100 million today. $100 million by selling the now, I believe, socialist-run news network. How did Al Gore just happen to get access to 20% of that news network? I don't know. I think that's why they go into politics. But where am I going with this? Well, what they don't want you to know about your credit. See, if you have credit problems, they're not going to help you. The man wants to keep you down. The man wants you to believe that you don't need a FICO credit score. The man wants you to believe that it's okay to be in debt and pay interest to credit card companies. That's bad. It's bad to be in debt if you're not making money on that debt. See, that's where Dave and I are different. I believe in going in debt if you're making money. Not if you might make money, but if you know for a 100% fact you're going to make money. And I'll talk about that a little later, how I'm able to use debt to make money. Now, if you're listening to the show for the first time, or if you're a regular listener and you just decided now you're finally ready to move forward with fixing your credit, to move forward in your life, start over fresh, eliminate that debt, get rid of the student loan debt, get the collection companies to stop calling you, fix your credit once and for all. So when someone asks you what your credit score is, you can proudly announce what it is. You can know when you go in to buy a new car or a used car, you're going to get 0% or very little interest loans. You're going to be able to buy that house. Being able to send your kids to college. As of right now, if you have one single late payment on your credit, you may not be able to send your kids to college and get a student loan to pay for it. Oh no, that changed last year, April. Another wonderful thing that our president did for us to help us. Made it to where if you've gone through a short sale, your kids will not be able to get a student loan. Made it to where if you file bankruptcy in the last 10 years, your kids will not be able to get a student loan. Holding you back. That is their plan, in my opinion. If you want help, give me a call. 888-900-3678. That's 888-900-3678, or simply go to my website, rondilambeth.com. That's rondilambeth.com. RONDILAMBETH. When I come back, I'm going to tie this all together. How the society that we now live in, how the government, our dictators, how they're really controlling our lives, and what they really don't want you to know that's actually happening behind closed doors. Their secret deals to put $100 million in their pocket, or $250 million over here, or $77 billion total, and how that affects you, your children, your grandchildren, and their great-grandchildren. So stick around. You don't want to miss it.
30 days.